I'm going thrifting today. What's new? What's up guys, it's Claudia. Welcome back to another video. I'm so excited to be taking you guys thrifting with me again today. We're on the hunt for winter pieces. I'm gonna head in now. It's 10 o'clock. Let's go thrifting and let's see what we can find. This thrift with me really hit a little bit different. I ended up finding so many incredible pieces. My cart was literally overflowing, and that rarely happens. So many designer pieces and so many, like, I don't know if we're over this term yet, but Y2k pieces, obviously. A lot of really trendy pieces too, which is not something that I intentionally look for. I definitely am just looking for pieces that catch my eye and that would make great additions to my wardrobe, as well as ones that would be kind of fun to play around with in terms of styling. I love to just play dress up. If you guys follow me on Instagram, then you've obviously seen that. First, I started off with the shoe section, which is kind of my new routine. I ended up finding a few pairs of these sneaker wedges, and I have definitely been on the hunt for them for a while. I would love to have the designer Isabel Marant ones, but I was willing to look for them at the thrift store. I ended up really liking those black ones and the light tan colored ones. I did end up returning them later on, just FYI, because I found a different pair, which if you saw my try on thrift haul or my best thrift finds of 2022, then you would know exactly which ones I'm talking about. I was also looking for a pair of leather knee-high boots, and I really like the kind of braided mesh detail on these ones and the little kitten heel. When I tried them on later, they weren't quite the fit that I was looking for, but I also found these incredible Marc Jacobs heels. I so wish that they were my size. They were not, but they were beautiful. They were like the perfect chocolate brown color, patent leather, suede. They were just so chic. I thought that these white little wedges were also very sweet, but they were definitely more of a spring-summer shoe and not a pair that I needed right now. I was also really into these Coach ballet flats. However, they were kind of expensive and they were also a little bit small on me. I just thought they could have been a cool kind of 90s Prada-esque style. And I found these Barney's heels, which, I mean, they're a little bit much for me. I don't think I would wear them, but I thought they were so cool, and I feel like they would have been super expensive back in the day. It seriously took me forever to get out of just the shoe section alone, but I promise there's so much good stuff coming. I ended up finding these really cool, kind of cowgirl-esque shoes as well. I thought that the buttery yellow color was super pretty, and I really like the square toe of them. And then I took that as my cue to get out of there, and I moved on to the purse section, where I found this really cool faux leather, faux denim looking bag. It was a really great, like, early 2000s style shoulder bag. I also really like this floral one. I have a similar one actually in more of like a gold color. And I found this beautiful bag, which was like seriously my dream bag at the moment. I was so obsessed with it, but it was really not in great condition. All of those stains on it and scuffs would definitely not come out. So that was really, really unfortunate because I loved it. Then I moved into a little area of really great vintage Guess bags. I found this metallic, kind of snakeskin textured bag. Wasn't totally my style, but then I found this black and white one, and it was everything to me. I am so happy that I found this bag. It's like the perfect shoulder bag with a clutch-sized kind of body to it. It was just such a unique proportion. I was obsessed with it. This bag was another one that was totally my dream style right now. I love, love, love this style of shoulder bag, but again, the condition was just not there. I again took it as my cue, moved on to clothing. This was a very long thrift trip, believe me, and the cart is like basically already full. I really like the ruching on this white skirt, but I just know from experience that I don't wear very many white skirts. I also found this really cool blue one with a ruffled bottom, but the material was just very thin. I don't know, something about the quality wasn't really speaking to me, but that's okay because I ended up finding a lot of other pieces. If you guys are like me and you live in a small apartment or something, you really need to like pick and choose pieces that you love and pieces that are great quality, etc, etc. So I was definitely keeping that in mind when shopping, and that's something that I'm really looking to do in the new year. I just really want to make better decisions when I'm thrifting, especially because, as you guys know, I do thrift a lot. Most of my wardrobe is thrifted and it can be a little easy to get carried away sometimes, so you'll see later in the video as well that I really edit down my cart. Another thing that I've definitely been on the hunt for, inspired by Miss Bella Hadid and Ruby Lynn, is track jackets. And I have had track jackets in the past and I kind of just grew out of them, both literally and also the style, but I am seeing them through a different styling lens now, and I think that's part of what's so great about thrifting and like figuring out your style as you go. It just feels so great to wear what you feel like wearing. On a side note, how great is this faux suede faux fur jacket? I'm obsessed. I don't even know how I would describe my style. I really just wear what I like. Anyways, back to the tracksuits. I even ended up finding this Juicy Couture one. I also found this really cool denim jacket, which I totally do not need. I have enough denim jackets, and I'm also totally saying this as I ended up buying a denim jacket in the thrift trip following this one. To be fair, the one that I ended up purchasing is more of a denim blazer. Also, I'm predicting that cheetah print, leopard print, all that stuff is going to come back in style, and I thought this bolero was actually very cute. I don't know if I'm quite into it yet, but I am calling it. Anyways, let's try everything on now. I really like the zipper and pocket details as well as the band at the waist, but I decided it just was a bit too similar to the ones that I already own. Then I moved on to the mini track jackets, and this Adidas one was actually pretty close to what I was looking for. Unlike this Kappa one, it was definitely not it. It was way too sporty and like not really in the way that I was looking for. This next Adidas one was also very close. I actually quite like that it has the logo on the back of it, but I felt like when I zipped it up, the hips were a little bit tight, so I wasn't fully convinced. And then I found this white mesh kind of nylon one, and I actually kind of wish I ended up getting it. It felt like the fit wasn't the best when it was zipped up, but I actually think I would have worn it open and loved it, so maybe a minor regret, but that's okay. I also found that really great pair of low-rise wide leg jeans with little rhinestones. And finally, I proceeded to try out all of the purses that I found because obviously I needed to narrow this down. I could not be buying 20 in one trip. That would be a lot even for me. The silver chainmail bag was obviously an iconic find, and I've worn it a few times. If you follow me on Instagram, then you've definitely seen it. I love it. It was such a great addition to my wardrobe, such a good going out piece. I also found this really great 9 West satin handbag with this beautiful rhinestone brooch on the front and a mirror attached to it, which I love. It reminds me of my Balenciaga bag, and it's just like such a fun detail. I thought this gold metallic shoulder bag was kind of cool and boxy, but I wasn't too sure I would get a lot of wear out of it. And this bag, on the other hand, I decided I didn't need because I already have a similar one. I ended up picking up this faux denim bag. I just thought it was a really unique kind of material, honestly, and I like the fringe and the buckle details, and I think it's just a really great Y2k piece. Here are my beloved Marc Jacobs heels that did not fit me. I'm so sad about that. I also found a really cool pair of Melissa rubber wedges. They were totally funky, a little bit too much for my style, I think. My beautiful cowgirl heels ended up being a little bit too worn for my liking. I didn't notice that at first, but I just didn't want to deal with shoes that were falling apart. Here are the sneaker wedges that I ended up picking up, both of them actually. I thought they were really cool. The black ones were quite similar to the designer ones. I looked up the details and honestly from the outside you almost couldn't tell, so that was a pretty cool find. Alright, that's it for today, guys. I really hope that you enjoyed. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys very soon with a haul, with another come thrift with me. There will be more. See you guys next time.